Okay. I
Got
get
it?
your point. Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
All right. Yeah. Next we have Pragati. You can put your hand down. Varun, can you unmute yourself and then ask your question?
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, Varun, you are.
So, ma'am, actually, I am attending. This is the second session which mail I have received, and
Mhm.
first was regarding the FRT platform, which
Mhm.
unfortunately I couldn't attend because of confusion of the date. Like the
Okay.
date is coming. I was given
Yeah, so
23 third.
correct,
So,
correct. So there was a mishap with the date, and I asked the marketing team to look at that as well. No, yeah, I am aware of that. And you might have gotten out an updated mail for today's session as well, right? Like with the correct date. So in case when you were not able to attend the session, I'll just like post the YouTube URL for the walkthrough session. You can check it out there as well.
yeah, I was actually going to ask you that only, that if there is a recording or something which I can go and refer to, so that I'll
Uh,
be up to the speed.
Yes, yes. So I've just posted the YouTube link and the recording is already up in the YouTube channels. We'll also share it with you over an email today for you to
Okay.
refer. So yeah, we are currently recording both the sessions and both these emails will go to you with the recording. And you can also like I've also shared the YouTube link. You can refer to that as well.
Okay, cool. And is this like a mixed batch where everyone is like from at a different pace, or is this like completely new? Like I'm not aware of
Uh,
how this
no, no,
works.
no. So this is for students who have registered, but who
Okay.
have not completed their project. So the students could be definitely in different phases. A few
Okay.
students could just have completed orientation and would be there in the self-learning page. A few students would have been close to, synopsis or submission of their project, and anything could be. So it's a mixed batch basically.
Okay. And how should I go and refer? What deadline do I have?
So the deadline for your project is displayed right under your name. So if your name is Varun Sharma, it is going to be displayed just below your name. Welcome Varun Sharma, that
Okay. Cool.
header,
Wonderful.
and just below that.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Sachin, do you have questions? Can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am,
Hi.
my question
No.
was completely similar or completely same with Varun, and I got my response from their side and from your side as well also. But I like to add some more points and ask you regarding the this program because I got a mail today and I didn't know much about this program and I am completely not aware about this.
Okay. So I'll just brief everyone about the program, whoever is new to
Ma'am,
the
actually,
platform.
if
So
Ma'am, if details of this program was already told or already briefed somewhere else, then if possible for you, then please share the link. I will watch through that and after that I will continue.
all right, Sachin, what you can do is, so the YouTube channel, the link that I have shared, if you go at the FRT, channel, you'll come to know all the mentoring sessions, all the orientation things that happen in association to the session. Well, everything is going to be available there itself, and you can check that out. I mean, it pretty much consists of everything, like regarding it covers the projects, it also covers the orientation of FRT, and it covers sessions like these, the mentoring sessions, and all of those things. So you can definitely go and refer there.
And could you please confirm the channel name?
I have shared the YouTube link with you. I'll just pin it across so that everybody can just go to the pin comment and you can just share. I'll just also
Okay,
share the main YouTube channel as well with you so that it's easier for
okay,
you to. Yeah.
okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
All right. Next up, we have Priyakshi. Can you unmute yourself and ask the question?
Good evening, ma'am. Am I audible?
Priyakshi, your voice is very blurred out, but yeah, you're still audible. Can you speak a little louder?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my doubts were regarding same only because this is the first session which I am attending. And
Okay.
ma'am, I wanted to ask if you could just provide a contact number or email maybe where we can, clear our doubts as in whenever they come.
Actually, sorry, I couldn't hear you. Can you come up with the question again, please?
Ma'am, I wanted to ask if you could provide a contact number, email, or some kind of message you our
All right.
doubts.
Okay. So Priyashi, we have a support mail ID, which is support@futurereadytalent.in. I'll also paste the mail ID over here. In case you have any queries, any doubt, you can just write to support ID and we will take it up from there. The support team will escalate it to the concerned departments and then you'll get your response from them as well. In case you lose this ID, just go to the bottom section on the page and you can find the support mail ID in the footer itself. So here you can paste, here you can, share your queries.
Oh, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Nagesh, can you unmute yourself?
Hello, ma'am. I am audible.
Yes, you are.
Hello, ma'am. I had applied for the student developer pack, but I
Okay.
got rejected 2 times. With my college ID proof, I have applied for the student developer pack, but I had rejected 2 times.
Okay, so your student developer pack was rejected twice, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So Nagesh, in that case, you will have to reach out to the GitHub team because student developer pack and things associated with the developer pack is totally looked at by the GitHub team. So I will just give you an email ID which you can, I'll just like post it in the chat uh, in a while, and you can just share your query with the GitHub team and they'll look at it.
Okay. Thank
All right. Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Lokesh, can you unmute yourself and ask a question, please?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Hi, good
Hello.
evening.
Yeah,
Hello.
am I audible to you, ma'am?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Ma'am, actually, I was registered for PL 900 exam yesterday.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
scheduled. But
Mhm.
it was showing I was received as a mail. Can you check system once?
Okay.
But yeah, yes. Actually, I was checking the system, but the Wi-Fi will be connected to the system, but it was not able to connect for this network. It was showing like this now. Hello.
Okay. So you are saying that you will not able to give the exam because of the internet connection,
Because of the network, ma'am.
network connection. So you were not able to give the
Yeah.
AZ
Actually,
900 examination, certification examination is what you're talking about.
yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Okay. Lokesh, in that case, can you write to support because support would be helping you out with this, with the rescheduling of the exam, and they'll explain you the process as well. So they'll share the links basically on the resources and everything.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Can you tell me about the exam process, ma'am? Do you know about that?
The examination process is I
There is
can't
any need
I
of a government ID or Aadhaar card or PAN card before starting the exam? We
uh,
need any ID proof.
no, I don't think so that you would require an ID proof. But then, if in case you require ID proofs, mostly as far as I am aware that you would require your college ID and not Aadhaar card and all these things. So I
Yeah,
mean,
okay, okay. Sure, ma'am, sure.
okay, all right.
Yeah,
Just
okay. Thank you.
okay. But Lokesh, let me just tell you one thing that it could be possible that Microsoft would be requiring these IDs as well. But I'm not very sure on the Microsoft and their criteria. So then you'll have to check that
Yeah,
from
okay, sure.
the portal itself, from the website portal itself. The certification is not. Let me also tell you one thing that the Microsoft examination that you give and the Future Ready Talent, project that you do, both are not correlated and interrelated to each other. Okay, so these two things are very separate things. So let's say if you complete a Microsoft certification, it's just that when you come back and do your courses, you would not be required to again redo the courses, and you can just like upload your credit URLs and your courses will be marked complete. So that is the only benefit that you get in FRT portal. Rest assured, the projects and industry sessions you will have to do on your own.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
So this is completely quite different from the certifications and FRT program, right?
Yes, it is different from the FRT program.
Yeah, okay, sure, ma'am. Also, I was individually done the project also.
Okay,
So,
done. Okay, all right. Yeah.
yeah, okay.
So Lokesh,
Thank you.
if you let's say if you complete the examination and gain let's say AZ 900 certification you have gained or any other certification, please ensure that you upload your Credly URLs so that you get benefits on the FRT courses as well that you do.
Yeah, okay, sure, ma'am. Yeah, okay, sure.
Okay, done.
Okay,
Akash,
thank you.
can you unmute yourself?
Hello, madam.
Hi, Akash.
Hello.
Hi, am I audible? Yes. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
My name is Jagdish, ma'am.
Uh,
Hello.
no, Jagdish, please raise your hand. Let's go one by one. Akash, can you please unmute yourself and ask a
Yes, ma'am.
question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, ma'am. I was asking about the projects that can I look into some demo projects like how my project should look like and how it should work? Means, is there any website where we can see?
The demo projects are normally available, not the demo projects. Yeah, I mean, you can look at the demo videos in the YouTube. We also have the mentoring session videos uploaded in the YouTube as well for your reference. Swaroop, would you want to add anything to that?
Oh, ma'am, where can I watch that videos? Means mentoring one.
The mentoring videos are there on our YouTube channel, the link to which I had already shared in the chat for you. Uh, yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Jagdish, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Jagdish Vidyala. My
Yes.
problem is related on the FRT demo URL. Um,
Okay.
it has some fault. I don't know, but some I already submitted 2 times, ma'am. But it was rejected because of URL not working properly. It's
Uh,
not. First of all, it's working, ma'am.
mhm.
Uh, but sometime I don't know what is the reason mean, uh, and also I don't know how to upload where to find the demo URL.
Okay.
Is this
Jagdish, would you
up-
want sorry, Sarup, would you want to take that up? Jagdish, I got your question. I got your point, what you are trying to
yes.
convey. Sarup, would you want to take this? Sarup, are you there?
Sarup, you're on mute in case you're answering.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you able to hear me? Sorry if my background voice is too much disturbance because of the raining here. Can you
uh,
tell me? Yeah.
based on demo URL problem?
Okay. Demo.
How to upload demo? How to where to find demo URL? I mean,
Okay.
is this GitHub or URL is okay for demo URL or otherwise Microsoft Azure URL we have to
No.
upload?
Say demo URL. There are two things. The one is your project submission, the project URL, where you hosted
Yes.
application URL is nothing but a demo URL that you need to upload into that project submission. Okay. Another one is
Sir.
demo video link URL. So in
Yes,
that
sir.
you should explain all the project related problem statement from the problem statement and the solution and the implementation approach and your introduction of your teams, individual or teams. Also, you need to include your that recording session in the demo record session. You need to explain the Azure technologies, whatever the things you have for those applications, submitted project.
Yes,
All
sir.
these things you need to contains that demo URL. Okay. So whatever that demo URL contains, based on that, we will evaluate your Azure technologies. Make sure that you utilize your own Azure account while providing the demo, and also take a screenshot of Azure accounts, individual resources, and upload into the README MD file of the GitHub as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For sample, I will give the steps here in the chart.
Okay, sir.
Please follow that one.
Jatish, in case your queries are answered, can you lower your hand, please? Yeah, Vishwajit, can you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Ma'am, my question is, I have not completed any certification because of my semester exams and what. I have not completed the examination and any module in the FRT program. Could you please explain me the process? I have deadline of 12 July. Till that, I have to access all the modules and complete that. And I have not done the project as well. Can you guide me that how do I do my projects and certification exams?
All right. So you want to, okay. So let me tell you a strategy on how to do it. Okay. So first, if you have got a deadline as close as 12th July, I would recommend you to first go ahead and do your project. After completing your user profile, please proceed to do your project, submit your project, come back to the course, and then start to your courses. Courses are a learning module which will help you upskill, but project is something that you need to submit just before the deadline. So I would recommend you do that first. And do you have any more questions like in relation to the project?
Yes, ma'am. In which module we have to build? I have to build the project. I have no idea.
Okay, so there are basically four phases. First is user profile. I have also shared a link of the walkthrough session that we had conducted yesterday. If you take a look at that, that has a detailed explanation of the different phases. So there are four phases. One is user profile. When you complete your user profile, you move to the self-learning. Once you are through the self-learning, you then go ahead and finish your industry sessions. And after that, you get an opportunity to go and submit your synopsis and your project. So the project is a final, stage of an entire internship course that you will have to do, and it does not, align to, or it does not combine with the self-learning that you are doing at the moment. So project is basically the final stage. So you will have to take one by one steps, and then that you reach out to complete the project.
Yes, ma'am. And another one in certification modules, I have mandatory courses like 4 star are there, and I have to upload the certifications for self-learning in advanced. There are total 5 courses are mandatory for me, and I have not completed any one of them.
Okay, so let's say you have finished a few. So did you ever finish certifications before? I mean, have you completed Microsoft certifications?
No, ma'am, I don't. I have not completed any certifications till now.
Okay. Okay. So in that case, if you proceed to do the self-learning courses, there are five, mandatory courses. I mean, out of all, the asterisk marked ones are all mandatory, and mandatory courses are required for you to gain academic credits at your college. So that is why we recommend you that you complete the mandatory courses. But nevertheless, you can still go ahead and submit your project first,
Yes, sure.
before doing the courses. So the courses are very important for you to gain academic credits. You'll only be able to get your college academic credits once you complete all the mandatory courses. So that's the
Yes.
requirement.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Like I am seeing here, like asterisk mark questions are advanced. In advance, I have four asterisk marks for the Azure developers and administration, security, and like Power BI data analyst. Like I have to
Mhm.
complete that or four asterisk modules. Correct?
Yes, you will have to complete four asterisk modules if you are, willing to have academic gains. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. And like, ma'am, in third session, like GitHub is one session, like total course is 1 and 24 hours. What should I do for that module?
Can you come again with the question? The GitHub module,
In ma'am, self-learning module, ma'am, there are
okay,
three: this fundamentals, advanced, and GitHub.
right?
And in that, I have to complete one course like GitHub. There are few links and duration
Yes.
duration is 21 hours. Like, what should I do
Right.
for this?
So you can, if you are willing to go ahead and learn GitHub skills and GitHub tools, this is something that we offer. You can definitely go ahead and do it, but that totally depends on your choice, whether you would want to do it or not. We don't imply that it's compulsory for you to do. So where it will give you a lot of benefit on using GitHub and GitHub tools, in real life, in real experiences. But we don't, force you to do a GitHub module, that 21 hours course that you're referring to. That depends on your choice. That's an option,
Yes,
of course.
yes, ma'am. One last question is that for completing the FRT, like internship deadlines, I have to complete the certifications firstly and then project. Any other thing I have to complete?
You will have to complete the certification. If you want to gain academic credits, I would recommend that you complete the certification. You also watch minimum two industry sessions, one of which will be an overview of Microsoft uh, Azure tools, and the other one is of your choice. So you can watch two industry videos, and that is a mandatory requirement for you to gain academic credits.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. I have
Got it?
clear.
So Vishwajit, just one thing, and this is Nuria here from Microsoft. To add on to what Vaishnavi was saying, while these are mandatory steps to complete your future ready talent journey, it's not a requirement for you to get your internship completion certificate. So if you want to get your internship completion certificate, as Vaishnavi pointed out, I would focus on completing your project, as that is the main criteria. If you're looking to get academic credits, then the mandatory courses and the mandatory industry sessions become a requirement for you to complete. But you can also go back after you've completed your project and go and do the mandatory courses afterwards. So to Vaishnavi's point, I would focus more on completing your project since you are limited on time.
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Vikram, can you unmute yourself and ask your question, please?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am. This is Bikram.
Just hold
Hi.
on.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Vaishnavi, I think we have someone by CH Ajay who is
Yes,
waiting.
I can see.
Hello.
Who's waiting? Just hold on. Vikram, can you ask your question? I will mute the
Yes,
rest of
ma'am.
the
Yes, ma'am.
participants. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, my query is regarding the project resubmission.
Okay.
So I've got the one mail for resubmission of the project because I only use one Azure service, that is static web app. So it said you have to use two Azure service. So ma'am, it is possible if I upload new project, I can upload the new
Uh,
project, or should I have to means fix that old project?
okay. Swarup, you want to take this up?
Yeah, can you repeat your question?
Yeah, actually, I got a mail from the FRT. It says project rejection. It says submit your project again. So in that I only use one Azure service, and it says you have to use minimum two Azure service. So I want
Okay.
to submit a new project. So I can submit a new project or not?
Yeah, basically, whenever you do the project, the must and mandatory should be there are two minimum Azure services to be utilized. Okay, it could be anything around more than 200 Azure resources available in the Azure. So you can utilize any two resources to implement your project. While
Yes,
submitting the project, while submitting the project, please add those information in the project submission along with a screenshot and recorded video, demo video.
Okay, sir. My query is that I submitted the older project now, old one.
Mm,
So I can
mm.
submit the new project. That is my query.
Okay,
Re-
so in
New
that
synopsis. Yeah.
okay, so in that rejection comment, did you see that is that
Yeah,
similar
it said,
project already
yeah,
existed?
it said minimum two Azure service is required. I only use one. So I want to
Okay,
submit new project. So I can submit
yeah,
it or
yeah. Please submit either utilize two Azure services with a new project or utilize the two Azure services with the existing project. You can submit.
okay, okay. Thank you, sir.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Next,
Balram.
should
Thank you,
we take
Vikram.
CH Ajay next,
Hi, ma'am.
since he's waiting?
Hi, ma'am. Good evening.
No, sorry. Could you please wait your turn until we call out your name? Then we'll ask you
Yeah.
to unmute and
Can
ask your
you,
question.
right? Can you please raise your hand?
Okay, can we go to CH Ajay? If you're on the call, I see you've been waiting for a while. Could you unmute and ask your question, please?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, please go ahead.
Ma'am, my query is I have gone through the FRT portal and started self-paced courses. What happened is that after completion of my modules, the progress is not getting updated, even after 3 days.
All right. Okay, Ajay. To complete your self-learning courses and the project and the progress, why isn't it getting updated? First things first, you will have to check your MS Learn profile URL. Okay, the URL that you are checking versus the URL that you have uploaded on your user profile should be the same, and it should be correct. So if you have, let's say, if you have uploaded an incorrect URL, or if you are checking a different URL and you have uploaded a different URL, that might not sync. Second, whenever you do a course, please make sure that you are logged into your MS Learn while doing that course. Otherwise, sync would not happen. It is very important for your progress to reflect on the trophies section of your MS Learn profile. Only then will your FRT progress is going to sync. And if you meet all these criteria, it takes a minimum of 48 hours for the sync to happen. So you'd have to wait until the time. So these are the prerequisites that you need to follow.
Yes, I've gone through all this, and even now the progress is not getting updated. That's my problem.
Okay, so Ajay, can you do one thing? Like, can you share your MS Learn URL to support, not in the chat, but to support, and we will take that from there. We'll also map the URL, and then we'll see if everything is fine for you.
Okay, sure, ma'am. Sure, thank you.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
done. Durga, can you please unmute yourself and ask your question, please?
Durga Jayaram, your hand is raised. If you still want to ask a question, could you come off on mute and ask your question, please? In case you're having any audio difficulties, you can always, students, post your question in the chat, and we'll also answer your questions on the chat. So Durga, are you with us? Otherwise, in the interest of time, we'll move on to Ronojit. Okay,
Ranaji,
Vaishnavi,
can
let's
you?
move on. Yeah. Oh, I think Durga is
Oh,
here.
no. Durga
Yeah,
is
yeah.
there. Okay, okay.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, Durga, you are audible. Please go ahead and ask your question.
Hello.
Uh, Durga, can you hear us, please?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, looks like there's an audio issue with Durga Jayaram. Ronuji, can you please ask your question?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, first of all, good evening, ma'am. So
Good evening.
my question is
Hello.
that I think someone is
No, Ronuji, just proceed, please.
okay. My question is that I have already completed my certification in Azure Fundamentals,
Okay.
AZ 900, and I uploaded it on the Credly link, and I've also verified. So I got the user verified thing. Then after that, I've been moved to self-learning. So after
Okay.
So after that, what I have to do, I'm not quite sure actually, because there was one previous link where they only told to get the certifications done, but now there's a lot of self-learning industry session and project, but I'm not aware of this uh, internship and all. If you can elaborate on
Okay,
this.
got it. So, you said that you have completed your Microsoft
Is
certifications,
it
right?
900?
And you have also uploaded the Credly links, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so if you have uploaded your AZ 900 certification and if you have also uploaded your Credly links, the team is gonna verify it and
Yes,
will
ma'am. It's
approve
approved.
it. It's approved,
It's all
right? So you are not
yes.
required to redo AZ 900. Okay. Apart from that, you can go ahead and do the rest of the courses required for you to, I mean, whichever you prefer, would be fruitful for you. You can go ahead and do your courses, but please ensure that before the timeline, before the deadline, you should be able to submit your project successfully. So the main focus area for you should be submitting the project right now, and then you can again come back and do the rest of the courses.
Oh, okay. So I can just move on to project then first.
Yes, you can move on to project. See, the courses are important for you to gain academic credits. Okay, the courses and industry sessions are both important for you to gain academic credits. If you want to have college academic credits, you should be able to do all the mandatory courses and you're required to complete at least 2 industry sessions. If you don't want that, you can just the courses entirely becomes optional. The project, however, is mandatory for you to earn the certification.
Okay. So I can do individual project as well, but I don't see where I have to upload the projects and all. If if you can
Upload the
provide a flow chart or a PPT through mail, great.
All right. So Ranjit, what we have done is, yesterday there was a session. I'm not sure if you were able to attend it. That describes in detail on how you can submit your project, how you can submit your synopsis, how you need to go ahead and submit your project. And
Mhm.
beyond that, I have also shared the FRT YouTube link, which also tells where one of our mentors is also talking about the projects on how a student needs to upload the project, where they need to upload their URLs, what are the prerequisites, how to create a video demo URL and all those things. So you can refer to the YouTube channel and you will find both the videos.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Sorry for not
All
attending
right.
yesterday's class. I was having project.
No worries. We'll share the recording with you and you can go ahead and refer to the recording for your convenience.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Um, All right. Adil, can you unmute yourself and ask a question, please? Adil? Doesn't look like Adil is. Adil, you're on mute in case you are speaking. All right.
Vaishnavi, we can go to the next one.
Yeah. Siddharth, can you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Siddhant,
Okay.
if you're
Siddhant?
speaking, could you please unmute yourself? Or if anybody's having any difficulties, you can always paste your question in the chat and we'll still revert to you.
Yes, absolutely. Siddhant, are you able to listen to us with, like, can you unmute yourself? Okay, Siddhant left the chat. Okay, Satvik, can you unmute yourself and ask your questions?
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, Satvik, yes.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. Ma'am, I would like to ask that. I mean, like, I'm a second year student.
Okay.
So the first thing I would like to ask is, am I eligible to this program or not?
You are eligible. All the students who are graduating, irrespective of their specialization and of the degree that they're graduating, all of the graduating students are eligible for the courses and the project.
Okay.
Yes.
So the next question I would like to ask is, I mean, like, uh, how this FRT program is gonna benefit me, and what are the perks that I do get from this?
Okay. So, Nuria, I think you'll be able to better answer this question. Can you go ahead and like help this
Sure.
student?
So Satvik, have you registered onto FRT or have you not yet been able
Ma'am,
to
I have registered
register?
to the FRT program, and the deadline that is being shown to me is September 2nd for the project submission.
Okay. So Satvik, in terms of the Future Ready Talent Program, it basically gives you opportunities to upskill on Microsoft Azure Cloud as well as security. And it then requires you to put the application of that learning into an FRT project. So the deadline that you're seeing that's in September, that's for you to complete all 190 hours of learning inclusive of completing your project submission as well. So if you go onto our FRT homepage, and I'm just sharing my screen as well so you can see it. But if you go to the FRT homepage, we have a detailed list of all of the student benefits that you will receive. So after you complete this Future Ready Talent program, you'll then receive a virtual internship certificate, and you'll then be eligible to participate in our career fairs as well as to receive job alerts. So this is essentially what the Future Ready Talent program is. So I'd request for you to continue with your journey.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am,
Thank
the
you.
one more thing is that uh, I don't know how to complete this project, or I don't know how to start even. So can you help me or guide me with that thing?
Sure. Swaroop, could you take this question to give a few guidance points to Satvik? Swaroop, are you there? You're on mute.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Can you hear my? Can you able to hear me now?
Yeah, now
Yes.
we can hear you.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question? Sorry.
Sir, the question that I have asked was, I'm a newbie to this FRT program. I don't know what to do and where to start. So I would like to ask your guidance for completion of my project and the stuff to learn and all these things.
Okay. So where are you in the current? Have you started your project? Started implementation? Something? Some
No, sir.
templates?
No, sir. I've just registered for the program, and then I got a mail saying that I have this meeting today. Sir, I've joined it. So I got a question in my mind. I mean, like, I don't know what to do, and but the deadline that is being showing to me is September 2nd. So
Okay.
I would like to take some guidance for that.
Okay. First of all, just go through the FRT project in default learning first. Okay. There are a couple of
Yes.
sessions you have to be go for the learning first. Based on that learning, you have to come up through an application. Okay, the project. I mean to say. So
So,
once
so on the screen, I've been showing fundamentals, advanced, and GitHub. These are the three things that I've been showing.
Correct.
yeah.
So, Satvik, you have to complete the self-learning courses, which is bucketed into Microsoft Fundamentals, Advanced, and GitHub. After you complete that, you have to complete industry sessions, which one is mandatory, which is the Microsoft Azure, and then you can choose any one of the additional four, which is also mandatory for you to complete. After
Okay.
you complete all of that learning, you can then begin with your project. So for your project, you'll also receive a GitHub student developer pack, which includes $100 of free Azure credits that you'll be required in order to build your project. For your project, you will be asked to use at least two Azure services that you would have learned during your self-learning stage, and you can choose any industry to align your project to. This project needs to be hosted also on GitHub. So these are essentially the parameters that you have to do before you can submit your project. But if you have more technical questions around the project creation and submission, Swaroop can answer those questions.
Okay, that's great to hear from you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your guidance. Sir,
Yeah. So as Madam said, so can you please go to the learning path very first? Since you joined very first step, you have entering into the FRT now. So first
yes, sir.
you complete that learning session, then you can attend one more session to get more clarification on what needs to be done for the next step.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you so much for your guidance. I'll just look forward into it.
Okay.
All
Thank you, sir.
right, Satvik. Hope you got your answers. Hemendra, can you unmute yourself and ask your question, please?
Am I audible, ma'am?
Let's go ahead.
Yes, you are.
Good evening, everyone. Ma'am, I have
Mhm.
certain doubts. I have certain doubts regarding the completion of that course. And as Satvik, I am new to that course, this course, and I am on the fundamental course right now. So I have basically completed a AZ 900 course from the fundamentals, and currently on AI course. Now, ma'am, it comes to mind when there are certain labs in AI course. So the labs are is, the labs on Azure are certainly using Azure subscriptions. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, you are.
Sure, ma'am. So, ma'am, my doubt is, so I need to sign up for the Azure using my account details because it asks for the details, card details,
So, Harmendra,
Okay,
there
so
should be no card details that you're being asked if you're using the correct link that was sent to you.
Ma'am, it asks for the sign up for Azure account. So when I click on that link, it gives me the sign up pay for the registration where it asks for it.
So, Hemendra, are you referring to the GitHub Student Developer Pack to access the Azure credits?
No, ma'am. During completion of AI course, there are certain labs to complete. So when it it told me to it asked me to complete the labs using Azure subscription.
okay, got it. Hemendra, now what you need to do for that is you'll get $100 in Azure subscription. Now since I believe that because you are currently doing AI 900 course, you would have completed your user profiles, right? Now, in that
Yeah.
case, if you have completed your user profile, you would have gotten an email to your student develop claiming your student developer pack Now, what you need to do is go and claim your student developer pack first, and you'll get $100 credit. And using that $100 credit, you can also complete your AI 900 courses and similar such courses.
Okay, ma'am.
Because eventually
Ma'am,
you'll have to claim it to submit your project. So then it's better that you claim it now.
okay, sure. Ma'am, the one more thing is, uh, as I done AZ 900 course, so it shows in the bottom side, it shows for the certifications if you completed it or show is on Credly or something like that. So when I click to as I completed my AZ 900, so do I need to certify? Do I need to register for any other link so I get certified?
No, not necessary. So AZ 900 certification can be done, like all these certifications, the FRT certifications that we provide, the courses that we provide, and Microsoft certifications that they provide, a lot of those certifications match. Okay, so we don't want anything to overlap. So if you have done a course on FRT, you're not required to again, redo a course. So for that, we ask you to submit those URLs, in case you have done, let's say you have done AZ 900 Microsoft, you have completed a Microsoft AZ 900 certification, you would use that URL to upload, in FRT, and that course automatically gets marked as complete. But if you are directly entering into FRT and you have not done any such courses or haven't gained any such certifications, you can go ahead and do the FRT courses and not required to upload your Credly URLs in that case.
Ma'am, actually, I was asking that I have done course on AZ 900 and I don't have any certification. So from where I can get certified?
Okay, so you
So
want to
Harminder, have
specifically get
you,
certified.
sorry, just a
Pardon,
question,
ma'am?
Harminder. So you have not done the exam. Is that what you're saying? You've completed the
Yeah.
course learning, but you haven't done the exam. Correct? Is that your
Yes, ma'am.
question? So, Harminder, on the Microsoft Learn journey itself, you will see an option to say schedule your exam for this particular course. So you'll have to click over there and you'll have to verify your student status in order to receive the discounted Microsoft voucher to do the exam. If you don't verify your student status, you'll have to pay to get your certificate to have that certification for the AI 900 or the AZ 900, sorry, course that you have completed.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, is it free of cost or do I need to pay some fees for it?
So, Harmendra, right now, it's only a discounted amount. So while it is free, it's only free for the next 2 to 3 days. So I would go on it very fast, but there's no guarantee because the number of vouchers and the number of students is a lot right now.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, one of the portal
So
was
just
30 port.
last question, sorry, Harmendra, because we have only 4 minutes and we have 10 more students waiting.
Sure.
So if it's very urgent, please go ahead. Otherwise, you can also write to our support desk, support@futurereadytalent.in, and they will also answer your questions. But just in the
Okay,
interest of
then.
time,
No.
since we've answered, we'll just give others a chance as well, please.
Thank you for responding, ma'am.
No
I have
problem,
no
no
more questions to ask.
problem. Perfect, thank you.
All right.
Anubhav,
Thank you.
perfect. Anubhav, if you can come off on mute. And students, right now we're seeing about 9 more students who have their questions. Please limit it to only one question and not more than one question. If there are more questions, either ask it on the chat or you can write to our support desk and they will answer your questions. But in the interest of time, we don't want to keep you all waiting also on a Friday afternoon. So please only ask that one question. We will stop after these 9 students whose hands are currently up. We will, after that, no longer be taking questions. So to start, Anubhav, if you could come off on mute and ask your question, please.
Good evening, ma'am. I was asking that I have completed so many courses in my Microsoft Learn profile, but in the FRT website, it is seeming that I have completed, but there is still a clock running behind it. Is that okay, or still I have to complete that?
Vaishnavi, do you want to take it? Otherwise, I can go ahead and answer.
Oh, no, you can answer it. I'm actually looking at the chat at this point.
Okay, perfect. So Anubhav, to answer your question, you say that you have completed this particular course module on MS Learn, but it's not reflecting on FRT, correct? Anubhav, I think you've gone off on mute again. But Anubhav, when it says, yeah, go ahead.
In FRT website, I'm seeing that there is still run completed, but there is still a clock running behind it. What does that mean?
Okay.
Is that
Okay,
okay?
so does it say in progress?
No, ma'am. It's completed, but there is a clock.
No,
And
so
I
then
have
ignore the clock symbol. If it says completed, then you don't have to worry about anything. If it says in progress, then you'll have to check between your MS Learn and your FRT in case the data is getting synced correctly. But if it says completed, then you have nothing to worry.
Oh, the clock doesn't matter?
No, so the clock you're referring, which is next to the duration time, right?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
So I'll just quickly share my screen so you can just clarify exactly what you are talking. So right now you're referring to the clock over here that I'm showing from duration. Is that what you are referring to?
Yes, ma'am, but there is this is not clock. The clock type of green dot in the clock.
Okay, so
Completed.
if anything is green and it says completed, that means it's completed.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Perfect. Let's go to the next question. Rishabh, could you please ask your question?
Good evening, ma'am. Am I
Good
audible?
evening. Yes. Go ahead, ask your question.
Ma'am, we have to complete the project individually or we can do it in a group. As few of my friends from my college have registered for the same.
So Rishabh, you can
So
do
we
the
have to
project. Yeah, go ahead.
So we have to do it in a group or we can do it individually.
So Rishabh, you can do it either individually or in a group. The maximum number of members you can have in a group is 4. So including yourself, there can only be 3 other people. So maximum of 4. And all of the other participants of your group have also to be registered on Future Ready Talent. If they are not registered or their deadline has expired, they will not be able to be a part of the group, but you can do it either group or individually.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Perfect. Soumya, could you come off and mute and ask your question, please?
Evening.
Soumya Chaudhary. Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, ma'am. I have a question regarding the project part. That is actually during the making of the project, if we face any problem, whom to seek help or whom to contact.
So Soumya, we do have project mentoring sessions with our mentor Swaroop, and those those sessions are also hosted on our YouTube playlist. So you can go ahead, and my colleague Vaishnavi is pasting a link to our FRT playlist. You can go through the playlist and listen in to those pre-recorded mentoring sessions. If you have any other additional questions, you can also reach out to us at support@futurereadytalent.in, and our project mentor will answer to you via email.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem. Next, Madhav Maitre, could you please come off on mute and ask your question?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening. I wanted to ask about the credits which will be given to me about the GitHub that student pack. That my doubt was about that.
Sure. So Madhav, you just want to find out about the $100 of Azure credits that you will receive, correct?
Yeah, with that we can do that. We can have that the GitHub uploading type. Right? That's why.
Correct. So Madhav, after you complete your user profile details on the Future Ready Talent portal, you'll automatically receive an email with a link to your GitHub Student Developer Pack. You just have to click on that link, and register on GitHub as a student, get your student details verified, and then you get access to the $100 of Azure credits, which you will then need in order to build your FRT project. In case you have not received the GitHub Student Developer Pack email, you can either reach out to us at support@futurereadytalent.in, or starting on Monday, you can go onto the project page, and over there will be a link for you to press in order to receive your GitHub Student Developer Pack in case you have not already redeemed it. But you will be needing this Student Developer Pack in order to complete your FRT project and the internship program.
Yeah, with that, I'm a old registered student, but I didn't complete my project on time. So that yesterday I attended and I raised the query and I submitted my query to help desk, and they have extended my time till June 4, July 4. So within that time, I should complete and I should submit it, right? So I'm an old student and I don't know where did I get the credits and all. So I wanted to talk about that.
So, Madhav, then you'll be able, once complete your self-learning journey and complete your industry sessions. Once you are ready and you come onto the project page, there will be a link over there which says claim GitHub Student Developer Pack. You can click on that and you'll be able to then get your Azure credits through that.
Okay, Noran, thank you.
Perfect, no problem. Siddhant, if your audio is working now, could you please come off on unmute and ask your question?
Okay, am I audible?
Yes, please go ahead.
Ma'am, what happened? I was not aware that I was registered, but yesterday I got the mail, and but yesterday I wasn't able to join, so I joined today.
Okay, no problem.
But the deadline it is showing is August 10th, but there is learning module which there is learning module in the project in that time period. It is just too hard for me to complete all.
So Siddhant, like right now, what I'd suggest is for you to at least start your learning. So start your self-learning, start your industry sessions. If you're feeling that you're running short of time once you reach on the project page, you can reach out to us at support@Future Ready Talent, and our help desk will help you and see your case if it requires an extension or not. But from now, from what you're telling me, you do have some time before your project deadline date comes. So you have enough time to be able to complete your self-learning and industry sessions.
Last question, ma'am.
Yeah.
That means that Microsoft certifications are they?
Hello, Siddhant. I think I've lost you. Sorry, could you repeat the question, Siddhant? I couldn't hear you in between. Vaishnavi, sorry, are you being able to hear the question or is it just my network?
No, none of us.
I'm audible.
Siddhant, your voice is breaking a lot, so I can't hear. Could you ask your question in the chat, please?
Ma'am, and those Microsoft certifications will be free
So
of cost.
Siddhant, I really can't hear anything. I'd really request you to please ask your question in the chat because we are over time, so I want to be mindful of that. So if you could ask your question in the chat, my team will respond to you. So next, could we go to 1625 Vishwajit? If you're on the call, could you please ask your question?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
My course deadline is 12 July, and I am trying to complete that course. Like I have semester exams and ongoing, If I request your support team to extend the deadline date, is this possible to extend the deadline date?
So sure, Vishwajit, you just need to write to our support desk and they'll assess your
Okay.
particular case. And if they think it's a requirement and you are eligible for an extension, they will then extend your deadline.
By extending the date, I will able to complete all this mandatory like certifications and industry sessions and also the project.
Yes, yes. Correct,
Sure, ma'am.
correct.
Can I mail to the support team today itself?
Yes, please, 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 go ahead.
What is the duration is extended, ma'am? 15 days or 20 days?
So, Vishwajit, you'll have to reach out and then they will decide on your case in terms of how much extension to give you. So, I'd request for you to email them today and so they can then review your case and give you your extension.
And ma'am, my Google GitHub developer pack is not activated till now. I have claimed it, but not received the mail on that email ID.
So, Vishwajit, if you have claimed it, that means you have received it, right?
No, ma'am. My GitHub developer pack is rejected, not approved from the GitHub. Like it is
So,
showing the provide the
okay,
correct email ID of college.
okay, okay. So, did you not use your college domain ID to register?
Yes, I had used, ma'am.
Okay, so in that case, Viswajit, I'd request for you to just share a screenshot of that rejection email, as well as what exactly you used to upload to clear your student verification, and send it to our support desk as well. So they'll review that and they'll share any additional help that is required to clear that.
Okay, ma'am. One thing, ma'am, is it necessary to have college email IDs on
So Vishwajit,
OTP?
we need some form of student authentication. So if it's not a college domain ID, we need to see your ID pass, your transcript, or college proof that you are a current student. So if you don't have any of these, then you may not be able to receive your student developer pack.
Okay, ma'am. I have the college email ID.
Okay,
I
sure,
will
sure,
contact your support team.
sure, sure. Perfect,
Thank,
perfect.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
No problem. Next, can we have student 20A31A05G6? Apologies, there's
Yeah,
no
ma'am.
name. Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Please ask your question.
I had completed my AZ900 and PL900 REDAC certifications,
Okay,
and I want to take AL 200 or some other certifications from Microsoft. But
okay, okay.
but the certification portal is now saying that the vouchers has been finished for June
Correct.
18th, 9 a.m. something like that, ma'am.
Right,
But
right,
but my internship portal shows my end date is till June 30th.
right, right.
But these watches has been finished 18th or something like that. Can I expect that these would be coming back or something like that?
Correct. So just to, and sorry, I don't know your name, but just to answer the FRT portal and the Microsoft Learn portal, while they sync with each other in terms of the course content, the deadlines are not the same in both of the cases. So for the certification deadline, it's separate from your FRT deadline. They're not the same. So as I mentioned earlier on the call, we have had a large demand from students to claim their student vouchers before the 30th of June, because after the 30th of June, these discounts won't be applicable. We don't know what percentage of discount students will get. Which is why a lot of vouchers now are either been used up or they've been expired. So if I were you, I would keep checking the Certiport page to keep checking in case they have given some more vouchers so you are able to claim them. But I would just be on the lookout because for now we don't have visibility if new vouchers will be coming or not.
Yeah, ma'am. Okay. Another last one, ma'am. Like,
Yes.
can I request the support team for a voucher? Like, can they provide me with the voucher or something like that?
No, so it'll have to be through the Certiport thing. The support team does not give out vouchers. So it'll be
Okay.
through your MS Learn journey and through Certiport.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Sushant, if you could please ask your question.
Hello.
Hi, Sushant. Go ahead, ask your question.
Yes, ma'am. My deadline it's showing 25th May. I was not able to complete as my semester exams were going on. So can it be extended?
So Sushant, if you want an extension, you'll have to write to our support desk. And my colleague has posted the email address for the support channel. Please write to them stating your case and why you were not able to complete your internship in time. And they'll review your case and give you an extension if they think you qualify.
Okay, ma'am. And one more question.
Yeah,
I
go
had
ahead.
completed Microsoft courses from Azure, but I
Okay.
had not given exam for certification.
Okay,
So
sure.
is it necessary to give certification exam, and how will I get that link to submit here? I'm
No,
not
so
given.
Sushant, it's not necessary for you to complete your Microsoft certification in order to complete the Future Ready Talent program. If you do want to complete your certification, you'll have to go and attend an exam, which will be through the Microsoft Learn portal, and they'll direct you to exactly where you should go to claim your voucher and then to give your exam in order to get that certificate.
So I have completed two fundamental courses on
Okay.
FRT. Means I had done it through Azure, but it's showing here completed.
Yes,
So
yes. So the learning is on Microsoft Learn, but it reflects on your FRT profile.
okay. So can I go to next step now? If
Yes,
it get
absolutely.
extended? Only
Absolutely.
two courses I had completed. Is it necessary to do intermediate and that advanced
So,
one also?
Sushant, it's up to you. If you're looking to claim academic credits, then you are required to do all the mandatory courses. If you're not looking to claim academic credits, but you want the virtual internship completion certificate, then you can go ahead to the next stage of the FRT journey as well.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Will
No
it be
problem.
it get extended for sure?
So please write to us, as I mentioned, write to our support desk, and then they will reach out to you regarding your extension.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So students, we're going to take the last question for this session since we are over time. So student 21A35A0423, apologies, there's no name, but if you could please come off mute and ask your question.
Hello, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
My query is, I already complete my project, ma'am, but it was
Okay.
rejected due to some. But now I want to. Before I did my project on health concept, ma'am. In that
Okay.
health concept, I did my project on beauty and spa, but it was
Okay.
rejected. Now I would
Okay.
like to do my project on medical. That is also
Okay.
comes under in health project. But
Correct.
is it accepted or not, ma'am? I would like to know that, ma'am.
So it will be completely accepted. The only requirement is that you have to use a minimum of 2 Azure services in your project. That is the requirement for you to successfully complete it. It also needs to
Ma'am,
be a unique project, so only you need to have created it.
before in my first attempt, I also used my Azure bot, but in this medical also I use Azure bot services. Is it okay, ma'am?
Yeah, you can reuse a service. That's okay. The only requirement is a minimum of 2. So if you're only using one Azure service, it won't pass. So you have to use at least 2 of them.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, if it possible, please give me any instructions to do my project well.
So we have our project mentor with us on the call, Swaroop. So I'd request him to maybe give you a few tips and guidances to help you successfully pass. So Swaroop, could you please assist the student with a few tips?
Sure. Say, for example, you people, whenever you select in the project problem statement or the solutions which you want to implement, and the area of interest you want to be implement, there are 3 to 4 areas interest they provided. So you can choose any one of them, and according to that, you can choose any of the project or problem statements to be implemented. You can choose any language you are comfortable to implement the project, okay, and any platform to implement, either it is
Okay.
.NET or Python or even front-end query frameworks, okay. So you can
Okay.
consider those things, and utilizing those frameworks and front-end technologies, is that feasible to your problem statement? That problem statement could be anything that can solve our real-time experiences. Okay. And now after that,
Sir,
if yeah, go ahead.
now I'm doing my project on medical. In that project, I use health bot services.
Mhm.
Sir, can I know what is the main motto of that project?
That is, you should share, tell, right? What is the main motto of your project?
No, sir, my intention is not that. Uh, in that project, I just use
I will
health
give an
bot
example.
service.
I will give an example. Like if you're choosing a medical domain to implement in a project, so in the medical domain, it kind of a very huge system in our existing, right? So it could
Yes,
be
sir.
any billing management system, or it can be any patient management system. Okay, that could be
Sir,
an
I selected the dentition starter.
dentist.
Starter, sir.
Sorry, I didn't get you. Can you brief yourself for that? What is your problem statement?
Uh,
Dentition.
okay. Okay. So I'd like to interrupt here and would recommend that you don't discuss your project details over here, since there are a lot of people, present, and there could be duplicacy as well. I mean, somebody could copy your project. So would recommend you that you don't discuss it. I would suggest that, you reach out to support and we'll share your details to the mentor, and he'll be able to take that ahead from there.
Yeah.
Uh,
So as a general, I can say that. So choose your topic and your technology. On that, you implement your own project. It will be should be unique. Take an help of Google and search for what kind of projects you can able to do. How can we utilize the Azure services? Okay, select two Azure services. Anything. It could not be a chatbot. It could not be a static web apps. It could be a variety of ranges. We have 200 more plus Azure services. You can utilize any of those things into your project that give extensible features to your project that gives immense of knowledge for you as well. Okay, so you can submit those things. If need more technical guidance on that, so you can reach out to our tech supports as Vaishnavi told. All right, thanks.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. I
Thank
think
you.
with that, Vaishnavi, we are done with all the questions. So I'll hand it back to you to close the session.
All right. So this video will, the session recording is going to be uploaded in the YouTube soon. And you can also, in case you or your peers would have missed the session, they can go ahead and check the YouTube link. We'll soon be sharing the YouTube link of yesterday's session as well as today's session with you, so that you can refer it later and, get your unsolved queries answered. So with that, we would like to close the session, and thank you. Thank you everybody for attending this in the late evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you, Swaroop, as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.